Okay, we're looking at the old Feedmatter here, and I'm going to walk through this, and hopefully when we're done you'll be able to connect the dots and move this over to the new Feedmatter. Feeds are defined by channels, which are basically subject matters, and within those channels we can have multiple items which when pulled together constitute a list, an XML file basically. So to do this, we first have to create channels, which we can you can see this would be the screen for adding a channel: title, email address, language, description. You can ignore these things; they are just for troubleshooting. And we're not going to create any channels now; we already have those. And articles are, we can add an article to a channel. So we also have the ability to choose categories. I'll give you an example of that here. And we could choose multiple categories, but channels are absolutely required, part of the RSS spec. If I wanted this article to appear, say, on the home page as well as on the feed about viruses, both of those could be feeds. I'll submit those channels and it'll create both of those. Title we'll just say this is removing viruses. Direct URL, as this says, if I had an article outside of our own, if I didn't create it and I wanted to source somebody else's, I could put that link right there, but otherwise I'll leave that blank. And we'll say the date that this article was published, the author, which I'll just make myself here, and the description, which is really an excerpt of what this article is. Okay, that's what will be seen in the RSS feed, along with this link, which would direct them where to go if they were to click on it. Okay, we'll go ahead and save that. And then I'll swap over to the article area here. And you can see the article that is associated with removing viruses. And I'll just put something in there and we'll save that. All right. So now we have a new article. Now, since I told that to appear on the home page, if I look at a feed list and I look at the home page feeds, I see that removing viruses is in fact one of the articles that will appear in this feed. All right, so to be clear, the menu at the top, even though it says feed list, those are your channels. On the left are the articles, actually the titles, and then within them the articles, and combined they make up the XML file called a feed. These are the channels that we defined earlier. None of them say home page. Now we have a home page here in this channel list. Not sure why it doesn't show up there. Okay, so definitely these are channels, and they are the same channels that are here, but home page is missing. But when I look in the database, I do see home page is in fact one of the channels. You can see it right at the top here, eFeed channels. So I'm not sure why that doesn't display. It could be because it's the default channel ID. There are some flaws in this program, and that's probably just one of them. So these are the channels here, and these are the channels that show here. And if I were to select any one of those, it would show the items or articles within that feed. Okay, just in case you need to go back into the old code and look at things, Wiki 5 Compumatter.biz has a framework hack area where we have changed the way the database works and added some new select, update, and insert statements within the old code. You'll see references in the old code to include the jhacks directory and the includes, which includes some of that database functionality. The rest of it is on that wiki. The old Feedmatter wiki is under wiki10.compumatter.biz. That's our old framework. Just search for Feedmatter Central and you'll find it, and a lot of other material in here related to that feed. Interestingly enough, you'll also find in here a reference to yet a further old feed wiki, which is in wiki 0, and you'll find other stuff related to feed. So a lot of material out there. This is now our third incarnation, and I'm sure the one that we will make public. The newest one will be CM Feeds, which is our plugin's name, and here we're going to catalog and document all as we build out this new version. And that's it. Hopefully that'll give us the start we need. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.